Hello everybody, and welcome to another video with me, Ro from Scalpel and Stem. Today we're going to talk about what I think is tissue culture's dirty little secret, gibberellin overload. Now I'm bringing this up today with examples. We're going to talk about the plants in front of us. These are Philodendron El Choco Red, and if you're familiar with the Philodendron El Choco, you would expect to see a plant like this. Gorgeous velvety leaves, nice and pretty. Okay, nice and gorgeous velvety leaves like this. So I imported a bunch of plants from a new supplier. Just to give them a try, I ended up ordering the minimums of a couple of different types of plants to see what their varieties looked like when they arrived. One of the plants was this El Choco, a batch of El Chocos. When I first got them in and they started growing out, they started showing some really weird signs. Let me pull one close up. So they started just elongating and getting really weird and floppy. This plant never really matured structurally. She's really weak at the base, and that was happening with a whole bunch of plants. So take a look at this entire tray. With the El Choco, this should not be happening, not with where the light was. So at first when they were coming out, I thought it might be a mosaic, only because we were seeing a lot of this weird crinkly leaf thing happening here. And this can be one of the signs of mosaic. Now, when I saw them producing weirdness, of course I quarantined because we're here for weirdness. But we are not here for weirdness that could be pesty or something detrimental to the plants. So we took a look into these guys and we found out that it was not mosaic. It was definitely not mosaic. But what we did find is this is gibberellin overload. Now, for those of you not familiar with tissue culture, there are hormones that we utilize to make the plants do what we want them to. We have auxins, cytokinins, the roots and shoots is the way to think of those. And then we have some additional things that we put in there sometime. And those cause the plants to do all sorts of interesting stuff. And some plants require them because of their hormone level. The gibberellins can be added in the correct proportions to make the plants grow quickly. They'll grow tall and they'll get bigger leaves more quickly. What happens with this gibberellin overload is they've added too many gibberellins to make the plant look really good in tissue culture, but as it grows out, the structure isn't enough. Sorry, there's hair on there. My hair's everywhere in this lab, I'm not gonna lie. It's me or Gavin. Anyways, so what happens is when they overload the gibberellins, the plant focuses on shooting, but it doesn't focus on developing that strong base that it needs to properly stand up. Additionally, it causes mutations, semiclonal variations in the leaves that look really crazy like this. Now, I'm bringing this up today because with all of my research, I have discovered the gibberellin overdose will go ahead and grow out. We are seeing some of that with the varicosium. So I did import these varicosiums at the same time as I imported the El Choco. You'll see that the top of it is growing out. What we're going to end up doing with these, I tried to go with the pole, but they're still elongating too far. So we've lowered the light down on them and we've started wrapping them at the base, meaning we're tucking these guys in down at the bottom, and I'll show you. So we're taking them off the poles because that didn't really work out because they just keep shooting up. What we've been doing with these guys is we've been taking them off the poles, removing the poles from the pot, and then gently, trying not to snap these weird guys, wrapping them around like this so that all the weird fangly stems are down in there, right? And then one more loop on this guy, I feel, can tuck him down in here like this. See how he's kind of wrapped in there? And I'm going to take this Hoya pick right here and stick it down in here to hold that piece where I wanted it. All right, now these guys, we're going to put some soil back on top of here to try and encourage it to grow new roots. But we will also put this pole back in here and keep training the bigger part. So I will backfill this a little bit with soil and try and have it grow out. But just so you know, that's why our varicosium are lanky as well. We're going to be selling a bunch of these at really low prices coming up. We're going to be doing a lot of fun things, including a plant trivia night online. And these will definitely be some of the freebies. So keep an eye out for that, folks. Well, that's it for today's video, folks. Happy planting!